Wow, what is my song? That's a question. It has a really nuanced answer because as a former star of stage, screen, and the occasional impromptu bar top performance, as a retired drag queen, I can tell you the song is everything. Like, that cannot be emphasized enough. Like, if you want a tearjerker, you better turn up the torch, you know? And if you want them up and dancing, it's Britney, bitch. I mean, you need to bring it, right? And so if you can picture back in 1984, when I was just a little drag queen, really more like a drag princess, which is like a drag queen with training wheels. And I was so excited. I was so excited because my drag persona, Paula Revere, was making her debut performance. It was the 4th of July weekend, and so I'm peering out from behind the curtain at this bar called The Parking Lot. It had like a swimming pool and a volleyball court, and everyone's having a great day. And my friend Dana Arlene Francis is behind stage with the needle getting ready to put it on the record because I'm going to come out to Kate Smith's God Bless America. And I've got my red, white, and blue sequence cheerleading outfit on, and I've replaced the pom-poms with American flags. But the best part was the red satin-covered roller skates I was wearing. And so at that right moment, I leaned down because I have strategically placed sparklers through my wig. And so at dusk, I'm going to come out to a lighted performance. And a lighted performance I did. One forgets the flammability of Aquanet. And so as I skated out to thundering applause, I realized it was not Disco Inferno, it was a towering inferno. And you can't skate fast enough away from fire. I tried. But there was a swimming pool. So I went right off the concrete into the swimming pool. So you'll probably think, oh my God, that's such a great idea. That's what I thought. However, when one is trying to tread water in the deep end of the pool, roller skates are like lead weights. So drag took on a whole new meaning as I was being dragged down to the bottom of the pool. And I'm kicking with all my might. I've got to get up to the air and breathe again. And as I hoist myself out of the pool, limp-bodied, all my alleged friends were like, girl, you missed it. I was like, missed what? They were like, you got a standing ovation. Like, everybody thought that was part of the act. They were like, get her. Like, oh my God, she set herself on fire. So I was half gasping for air, but half gasping because I missed my ovation. So it was a year later when my new drag persona, Miss Helena Handbasket. And I'm at this bar called the Hide and Seek. And it's a dive would elevate it. It smelled like stale cigarettes and urine. And pitcher of beer was $1, and there was way more of it on the floor than there were in the patrons. So you sloshed everywhere you went. And so I was, peeking out from behind the curtain, and there was my friend, Dana Arlene Francis, getting ready to put the needle on the record, because I'm going to come out to Oh Christmas Tree, right? So she starts the record, and I shuffle out on stage because I'm wearing a green layered chiffon dress, triangle shape, like a Christmas tree. I've got a green wig that goes to a point with a star on top. And in the middle of the song, I start gyrating, convulsing really, because there's a short, and I'm being electrocuted because Dana Arlene Francis has plugged me in at the opportune time, just like I instructed her to. But all of a sudden, it's turned into a different kind of performance. The lights are flashing. The patrons are going, what's going on? We blew a fuse. It went completely dark. But I didn't miss my ovation because everybody lit their Bic lighters and they were like, yes, girl, yes! The owner of the bar wasn't too happy, but everybody else was thrilled. So years later, when I was trying not to do death-defying acts anymore, I swear, I was just making an appearance. It was just an appearance. I wasn't going to have roller skates on. There was no flammables involved. Literally, I was just supposed to walk in at a meet and greet, right? And so they announced as I walked through the door, here she is, Miss Dixie Normus, here she is. And I walked through the door to thundering applause. And I went to do a turn to show off my outfit. And my 6-inch acrylic heel snagged in the carpet. It's the kind of heel that's really meant to revolve around a pole. It's not really meant to walk across the floor. And so the crack of applause was drowning out the crack of both my ankles at once. I know. Rob, who'd only heard stories legendary about my drag performance, was like, are you okay? Because everyone's clapping. Well, I should say my persona, Miss Dixie, was a drunken slut. And so everybody thought, this is the performance, right? He's rolling around on the floor. Isn't this hilarious? So they're laughing and clapping, and I'm like, no, really, I can't stand up. So I ended up in the emergency room and lectured by the doctor about how bad those shoes are for our feet. You don't have to tell me. So the shoes and the tiara and all the makeup has been put away. Rob's given me strict instructions. I'm not allowed to wear anything higher than a 2-inch heel. And anything 2 inches, why bother, right? So like, no more drag for me. No more drag for me. So if I had a song, if I had an anthem, it would have to be Gloria Gaynor's I Will Survive. And that's important, especially in today's climate, because I don't think drag queens are a threat. I don't think any children are being traumatized for life by them. What I can attest to is it's very dangerous for the performer. I mean, they should have to sign a waiver or get a booster on their life insurance policy or something. So in that regard, drag is dangerous, but every drag performer deserves that thundering applause. Thank you.